A star's life is born from a stellar nebula. A stellar nebula is a massive molecular cloud that forms in space. Over time, gravity causes the cloud to collapse in on itself, creating a hot, dense environment where the molecules in the cloud begin to fuse together.
Fusion is where the atoms combine to form other elements. In this case, hydrogen atoms fuse to become helium. This process can continue to form heavier elements all the way up until iron is formed.
This fusion of atom creates a protostar. The protostar continues to grow and gain mass from the molecular cloud around it. If a protostar cannot gain enough mass, it will become a brown dwarf, and that would be the end of its life cycle.
Otherwise, once the protostar has gained enough mass, it enters main sequence. The inward effect that gravity puts on the star is balanced with the outward effect of fusion inside the star. This way, a main sequence star can continue to burn for billions of years. The rest of the star depends on its mass.
Low-mass stars, once eventually unable to continue fusion, will not have enough outward pressure against gravity, and their cores will begin to collapse in on themselves. As the core heats up, hydrogen atoms in the outer layer of the star will start fusing, causing the outer layers to expand. These outer layers begin to cool, and that is what gives the red giant its large red appearance.
As the outer layers of the red giant are no longer bound to the core, they will continue to expand outwards, forming a planetary nebula. Once the outer layers of the star have completely drifted away, the only thing left is its core. This is known as a white dwarf.
After billions of years of cooling, the white dwarf will eventually become a black dwarf, putting an end to the star's life cycle.
The case is slightly different for high-mass stars. These stars will continue to gain mass and fuse heavier elements, becoming a massive main sequence star. Once this larger star can no longer continue fusion, it will become a super red giant.
The eventual collapse of a super red giant's core results in a shockwave known as a supernova. If the core of the star survives this supernova, it will go on to form either a neutron star or a black hole.
If the super red giant had a mass between 1.4 and 3 stellar mass, it can go on to become a neutron star. In the high-density environment of a neutron star, protons and electrons fuse to become neutrons. Neutron stars eventually cool, and that is the end of the star's life cycle.
If the super red giant had a mass over 3 stellar mass, it can go on to become a black hole. The force of gravity crushes the core of the star into a single point, forming a black hole, and bringing the star's life cycle to an end.